Hey guys, I'm Josh Filio. I'm one of the owners here at Extreme Athletics Auburn Opelika, and I'm also one of the owners at the Troy location. Today starts the first of many videos that we're going to be releasing on our social media and website outlets to inform you about how we do things at Extreme Athletics, as well as technique, skills, and some of who our coaches are. Today we're going to be talking about All-Star Cheer, what it is, what we're looking for in athletes, and with that today I have Coach Brooke and I have Coach Max. They both coach here at the Auburn location, so they're going to help me make sure that I don't forget anything and we're getting all the information out to you guys. So first I want to talk a little bit about what All-Star Cheerleading is. All athletes are going to be on a team. They're going to compete 2.5-minute routine, and it's going to have jumps, tumbling, stunts, pyramids, and baskets, as well as a dance. They'll compete that anywhere from 6 to 8 times throughout the season at various different competitions. It's separated out into the teams by 2 different ways. First by age and then by skill. The age groups that we're looking at offering this year is going to be mini, youth, junior, and senior. Mini ages are defined as ages 5 through 8, with the age being set as of August 31st, 2017. Youth is going to be ages 6 through 11. Junior is ages 8 through 14. It's important for my returning parents to understand last year they did not have a cap on junior ages for the bottom. It was ages 0 through 14. This year you have to be 8 as of August 31st, 2017. And then senior ages has also changed, my returning parents. It's ages 11 through 18. All that again is August 31st, 2017. So if you are 10 on August 31st, 2017, you're considered 10 for the entire season. Doesn't matter if you turn 11 on September 1st. The next way that we break it up is going to be by skills. We only look for skills that you have, as well as we consider the potential that you're going to have. If you're with our program, you're going to get better. We spend a lot of time. If you're giving us 110%, you're going to get those skills that you want to. So you're going to get new skills. So when you're at tryouts, we're also looking at, we're going to spot you and we're going to see, okay, hey, where can we get Susie at a month from now, And we all talk about it, so we make sure that you're at the best possible location as far as your team. So level 1, we're looking for tumbling. We're going to look for cartwheels, handstands, forward rolls, backward rolls, back walkovers. And then you can do any combination of those skills. Level 2, we're going to look for standing back handspring, round off back handspring, round off back handspring series,
back walkover back handspring,
round off series, step outs, all that kind of stuff. And y'all chime in if I forget anything. Okay. Level 3 is going to be standing back handspring series, jump to back handspring series. Then you can have, like you were saying on level 2, you can go back walkover series now. You can have round off handspring tucks, front tucks, aerials, and then any combination of those skills. And then level 4, you start doing competing, that is, standing tucks, handspring tucks, series to a tuck, and series to a layout. You can also do front tuck step outs, round off handspring layouts, whips in your tumble pass. So you can do connected layouts, so you could go round off back handspring, layout, and any of those kind of combinations of specialty tumbling. So when you come to tryouts, we're sitting here looking to see what you can do right now, what you are the best at, but we're also considering where we can get you at within the next couple of months leading up to the choreography season and getting ready for our competition season. I'm gonna let Max talk about credentialing, the USASF, and kind of what that takes and what all of our coaches are required to do here at Extreme Athletics.
Okay. What's going on, everybody? It's Coach Max. Under the USASF, we all have the green light status. That means that we have all passed and we are all good, and every All-Star coach that deals with USASF has to have that status. Here at Extreme, we're fortunate enough that we were able to take it a step further, and we are all credentialed. That means that each coach, for each level that they are over, they are specifically credentialed in the specific stunts, specific tumbles, and safety procedures to make sure that it is all filled, that void is all filled in. to make sure that your kid is getting the best and that we're on top of the latest and the most, we're keeping our knowledge the best that it can be to be able to coach your kids throughout the year at the appropriate level. Going along with that, each one of our coaches know how to coach the appropriate skill. And here at Extreme, we start off with the progressions. We start off from the basic of the basics that you start. Most important, if you did not know, the most important skill that you should know in your tumbling is a handstand. So handstand is throughout everything that you do in your tumble passes. So we stress the technique in making sure we sit, we push back, and we pass through all of our steps and progressions, if you will, when it comes through our tumbling passes, each one of our stunts, each one of our grips. When it comes down to our conditioning, we make sure that we stay on the up and up, on the latest and the safest way to make sure that your kids are prepared to compete this season.
I think with that it's important to know. So Max was talking about we travel, just so you guys know. The coaches spend throughout the summer, like our weekends, we're coaching during the week, but then on the weekends we're traveling. So this year we're going to Orlando for the USASF. And USASF stands for United States All-Star Federation. It's our governing body for All-Star cheerleading. So we're gonna go to their regional convention. It's in Orlando. We'll be down there for 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, this past year was in Atlanta.
And it's a great opportunity for the coaches, but we also get to bring a lot back to the athletes. We're really big on safety. We do not want to see your kids get hurt. And so with all this training, we get to do extra hands-on spotting, safety training, drills and skills, and how to run practices from some of the best people in the world with the sport. College coaches, Hall of Fame coaches, gymnastics, cheer, everything. We also do, we send some coaches to go to Varsity University. It's held throughout the various places in the nation. We go to that, we get more training with the skills, but a big part of that is that we go to understand the scoring. That way we can make sure that our teams are getting the best possible scores out there. Like we actually spent a lot of time, I know Brooke, you did a lot this year with scoring. Brooke was actually in Disney doing a webinar with scoring this year. Like it was the funniest thing ever. Speaking about Disney, we're gonna have Brooke talk to you guys a little bit about what competitions are, the competition season, and some of the places that we go to.
All right, like you said, I'm Coach Brooke, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the funnest part of All-Star cheerleading, the competitions. Okay, it's what you spend all those months and practices working up to. It's when you get to showcase all of the hard work you put in with all of your stunts and tumbling and all your new skills for anyone that happens to be there to watch you. We start out kind of small. You'll start out in the fall and you'll go to maybe a one-day competition somewhere local just to get your feet wet. It might be some athlete's first time ever stepping foot on a stage with all the lights and the loud music and everyone eyes on you. So it's a good time to make sure that you can relax and have fun while you're doing it, and it's not super stressful, and you build that confidence, within your routine, and you are, putting the best performance out there that you can. We'll have a few of those in the fall, and then you'll get to the spring where we go to our 2-day competitions, which are definitely a highlight of the season. There's will be your big national championship ones where you'll go up against teams that have already, gone through their 1-day competitions and are, setting up the stage for the big competitions. The first one we went to last year was in Chattanooga. It's athletic championships. Came home with our junior 2 getting first place, which was awesome.
National championship.
It was a national championship. I think they beat like 9 teams in that division.
Yeah, there was 9 in their division. And it was a tough division.
It's tough, yeah.
It was real close on day 2, and then they just killed it on day 1. And it was real close on day 1, and then they killed it on day 2. Like they rocked out, but we walked off the stage and knew that was 1.
Yeah.
And then you also had what's next? Cheer Sport?
Yeah, the next one we go to is Cheer Sport Nationals. It's in Atlanta, so it's not too far for us, but it is one of the biggest competitions you will ever experience.
Yes.
Nothing can quite prepare you for that warm-up room. That is absolutely huge. There's thousands and thousands of athletes that are there, and they've all worked just as hard to put out the best routine possible. And we came home with 3rd place for our senior team from that one, which was, more than you can ask for. Their division was super tough.
It was really tough.
You have teams that come from all over the country to go to Atlanta, which seems so close for us. The next thing we went to was Disney. The next 2 days, International All-Stars, VCA, and Disney. And it's great. It gives you a little bit of vacation. It's usually around spring break, so sometimes you can make kind of a trip out at the end of it. But you're down there working really hard. We had 2 top 3 finishes.
Yes.
We had 2 third-place finishes at Disney. Our level 1 team was in first after day 1. They absolutely killed it. And coming from that team, when they started, they had 1 or 2 athletes that had a back walkover. So to see how far they progressed in 1 year, it didn't matter what place they got. I was so incredibly proud of them. And they ended up walking away with 3rd, and it was awesome.
And then on that, you had our senior co-ed level 3 team, Mars, who they put on a good routine. We had some minor mistakes, and then we came out on day 2 and we crushed it. And it was just, it was close division. You talk about less than a point separated first through third.
Yeah,
and so it was truly anyone's game. But they killed it, and you look like 90% of our program had not been to either of these competitions. And you're talking about walking on stage, competing against the best of the best. And so just being there is an honor, but to know that we were able to get those placements, it's huge, guys. Everything's not about winning. We're here to develop your kids, and we want them to get better. We do a lot of life lessons when we're coaching, but at the same time, All-Star cheerleading is expensive. You guys as parents should demand the best opportunity to win. You spend hundreds and thousands of dollars to go to these competitions, and it's our job to make sure that the teams that we set up have that possibility to get out there and win. No, it's not all about winning, but at some point in time, there's got to be that focus to win, because you're spending a lot of money to do this sport, and we're not just here to go have fun and, hang out. We want to compete, we want to get better, and we do want to win, but that's not the entire game. It's about developing your kids and your athletes. If you haven't yet, call in, get one of our packets. It's got all of the information on there, from prices to competition schedule, everything. Real quick, we're going to break away from our session. Thank you guys for hanging out with us today. We're going to break away. I want to show you our facility a little bit, because how we coach is determined by our facility. So we try to make sure that we have state-of-the-art equipment to teach skills on. So real quick, if you want to follow me, we're going to go ahead and walk through. When you come in our lobby, which is right behind you, we have parent viewing section. We have our front desk. And then where we're standing at right now, we have a dead floor, and then behind us as well is a dead floor. So if you're a school cheerleader, you have plenty of places to come in here and get your tumbling. Then right behind me, you can see we have our spring floor. We do offer gymnastics. We have a wonderful competitive gymnastics program. So if you're not interested in cheer, make sure you check us out for competitive gymnastics. We're just getting rolling with that. So that's all in the back. And then if you'll follow me, we're going to go upstairs. We have what's really cool, I think we're the only place in the area that has a above ground pit like this. So come on real quick. So as we went into this and I was designing the facility, we love teaching tumbling by pit. As Max touched on earlier, and so did Brooke, it's all about confidence. We want your kids to be confident in what they're doing, and so one of the best ways to do that is with what we have up here. So we have a 50-foot in-ground tumble track that goes into a pit, as well as a 42-foot double panel spring floor. So we use this to not have kids dependent on a spot. We spot everything, you name it. Above college, even at Olympic level, we can spot it. Hands down, we got you on a spotting. But we want kids to really understand what they're doing and how they're doing, especially when you start talking about advanced and elite skills. You get to your fulls, your double backs, and stuff like that. Kids need to have an understanding of where they're at in the air. If they don't, you're risking blowing out a knee or an ankle or something like that, because we don't understand where we're landing at. And so with our pit, we can do that kind of stuff. So we're going to turn around real quick, and it's kind of, we're getting started, so it's a little bit dark, but through those glass doors over there, we have bathrooms, we have changing rooms, we have party rooms. So if you want to have a birthday party with us, come on in. But that's everything we got, guys. We appreciate you hanging out with us again. We have parent interest meeting. The next one's going to be April 26th at 6 p.m. here. Come into the front desk, let them know that you're here for that. And then we're also going to have 2 tryout clinics. We're going to have one on April 22nd, and then the other one's going to be April 29th from 2 to 4. Come in, get to know the coaches, let us meet you and kind of see who you are and have a little bit more time with you so that we can make sure we got you on the right level. And then tryouts are going to be May 6th. It's going to be from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. We know that there's some school events going on. We're going to work with you guys. Just let us know and we'll make it happen. So thank you guys, and we'll catch you next week with our next video.